It's a gastronomical journey, and food and wine are totally inseparable from the place which they come. Now, you can technify things and make something ubiquitous that could come from anywhere. But what's more exciting is to have a wine, a cheese, a restaurant dish which is of its place. And it takes a lot of confidence to cook food of its place.
If any chef from any cuisine knows that the simplest dishes are the hardest to cook because you cannot camouflage the taste. So therefore, in our cuisine, it comes down to fresh produce, and I think this is what we have here.
It's an hour to the Barossa. It's, you've got beautiful produce in the hills.
You're in the middle of a food bowl, basically. You're an hour from anywhere.
For us to use produce when it's in season is extremely important. The flavours are obviously a lot more intense. It does so much for the food. I can't stress that enough.
I guess for me, to have a very memorable dinner doesn't, as I said, just encompass the food so much. It's not about trying to reinvent the wheel with food. It's about bringing people together and having fun and having a party and trying to capture that whole essence of a good food and wine experience.
Especially since, with a lot of our events, kind of with the tagline in mind, for us, it's, orthodoxy is for religion, not for food. So, we do have a lot of fun with some mashups.
We're perceived as being quite straight, and really we're not. We do have this kinky, interesting and quirky side.
What makes that possible in South Australia is definitely the size of the place and the support that everyone gives to everyone in the community.
It's important to exchange information and not to be protective. I used to think, I have to keep my trade secrets of how I make my wine. Now, if anyone asks me to tell them absolutely everything.
We're all trying to create a South Australian style, something very unique, put up against anywhere else in the world. I think we've got enough talent within the state that can sort of showcase our certain creativity that is distinct to our terroir, our creative terroir.
I travelled for 25 years, but there's restaurants that I go to, for example, Fino, Bistro Dom. You could pick those restaurants up and put them anywhere else in the world and they would do really well there.
It's great to talk about Fino's as a wicked restaurant and Dom, these are sort of upper echelon of fine cuisine. But just for good eating, the melting pot that we grow up in here, it's phenomenal.
I love to see my customers' reaction when they enjoy my food. It's a self-satisfaction.
We are so welcoming, and I notice it from people that are travelling around when they come into South Australia. They always make comment about it to me and how welcoming we are.
I've never experienced such a strong bond between growers, winemakers, chefs, and just any person walking down the street as much as I do here. And that's a good thing. And people feel that. And you can't really quantify what that is, but you can feel the energy.